takes a little bit of time to kick in. There we go, we're live, yay! Hello everybody! I hope everybody had a wonderful day today. Welcome to another stream of Asagao Academy. My name is Gina, aka the Gina Chew. You can look in the chat, and my wonderful, wonderful bot will tell you all of the different social media things you can follow me on. You can follow me on Twitter at the Gina Chew, and follow me on YouTube and here on Twitch to keep up on when I'm streaming. I actually had a lot of people over the past 24 hours check out my videos on YouTube and comment and leave me messages, and it was so awesome to hear from you guys. So I'm gonna load this up because I want to. There we go. Yeah, I want to kill the music with the lyrics in the background. So somebody left me a comment, and I forget your name, and I apologize, and I'm awful for doing so. If you're watching this, I apologize. But somebody left me a comment on the video for yesterday's stream on YouTube with not really a spoiler, but a slight piece of information regarding the tournament points. Apparently, you need to get at least 15 tournament points to, I guess, win the tournament. So now with that information, I at least have a little bit of an idea of how close I am to getting a good or a bad ending, which is good to know, and I appreciate the viewer for giving me that information. Thank you guys so much. But there's no need to really shoot me any more information or spoilers or anything like that for this game, because I really want to play the rest of it blind. I mean, the information was good to know, but I just want to. Oh, I didn't want to go back that far. But I just really wanted to try and play this blind. But I appreciate the information. I'm sorry I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but thank you. So 15 tournament points, it looks like, is going to be the goal. So let's pick up on day. I don't know. This is current. Okay, so it changed it from the day to current event, and it's called Love Poem. I can't wait to see this. Okay, let's pick up where we left off yesterday. The early morning sunlight filtered through our blinds, waking me from a dreamless sleep. It was already time for school again. The weekend with PBG seemed like a dream. I was still sleeping. When I glanced at the clock, I saw it was 6:45. I'd woken before my alarm. Quietly, I gathered my things, went to the bathroom, changed, and brushed my teeth. It was so different in the dorms in the morning. Instead of the constant hum of blow dryers and irritable girls, there was an expectant silence. It would be like an asylum if it weren't for the pink walls and flowers on every door. Shaking my head, I returned to my room. As I reached to open the door, something caught my eye. A blank yellow envelope was taped to the door handle. Oh, what could this be? Oh, I'm excited. I pulled it off and headed inside. Mai was just waking up, sitting bleary-eyed on the bed.
Hey, what's up?
What's that? An envelope. It was stuck to our door.
Really?
Ooh, a secret admirer already? Despite it being so early in the morning, Mai was as energetic as ever. No, I don't think so. I undid the envelope and pulled out the rough parchment paper beneath. Wow, this is fancy. Mai lunged at me, peering at the letter. Look at this! It's handwritten in ink! She snatched it out of my hands. Hey!
That's so cute!
Oh my god, this is a love letter! Better yet, it's a poem! It's titled Waving. Hello! Ugh, no accounting for taste. Give me that! I snatched it back out of her hands. So pretty you are. You're kind of like the ocean, blue and green water. Forever in your love, the admirer. Oh ho ho! Interesting! We have a little element to the story I didn't expect. There's a secret admirer, but the question is, who is it for? It might be natural to assume it's for Hana, but what if it's for Mai? I don't know. My gosh. Yeah. This is terrible. Oh, it was cute. I mean, I'm a writer, so, you know, I understand the kind of heartfelt stuff that goes into stuff like that, so maybe I find it endearing, but I don't know. I'm not going to critique the poem. Who do you think wrote it? PBG? No, definitely not. Who says it's for me anyways? Yeah, that's my question. It says it right here. You're kind of like the ocean. What? And you're not? Plus your eyes are green. You know, this poem, it's so generic. You could literally apply it to anyone.
This is so stupid.
Man, what kind of love poem is this? You have to be specific. Like, I love your effervescent sparkle and the mole just under your left armpit. And you should sign it too. Whoever wrote this isn't even worth it. I have a feeling she was describing Jared. And I don't want to know how she knows about that mole. You sure it wasn't PBG?
No.
My? Of course not. It's just... this doesn't seem like him. But... what if it was from him? We did go to the festival together. He didn't seem interested then, though. Well, that's because you are blind, Hana. When she said that they were friends and the way his face fell, I mean, Hana, come on, girl. You can't possibly tell me. You can't possibly tell me. Hana, I love you. You're fantastic, but you're so frustrating. And we only just got close again. That's not an excuse. He's obviously been thinking of you quite a bit ever since you guys were kids. I frowned. PBG sending me a love poem? The thought sat in my chest like a wet blanket. Whatever. She grabbed the letter and threw it on her desk. Unless this poem learns how to write. I'm sorry, I thought this person. Guys, I'm having a night tonight. Don't mind me. Unless this person learns how to write, let's not even bother. As she turned to grab her clothes, she muttered to herself. Jared would write a way better poem than that. What if it was Jared writing a poem for you, Mai, huh? What if? Yeah, you're probably right. I started filling my bag with books for class. PBG still hovering in my mind. Darn it. Really though, what if? As soon as I walked in the door of the classroom, a tall ball of nervous energy greeted me.
Good morning.
Hana, hey! He was bouncing up and down on his heels and smiling like the Cheshire Cat. He's so happy. He's so cute. I felt fingers trail across my shoulders as Mai walked past. Told you so. I immediately flushed. Hey PBG, what's up? He asked you to call him Peanut Butter Gamer. That's his real name, after all. I'm still not over that. Well, our first game is coming up. That's right, I said I would come see a game. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that before. I'm using myself and Hana interchangeably because obviously we're supposed to be identifying with Hana as a character, so I'm using her and me interchangeably, so that's probably a little weird and I apologize. I should just stick to Hana. I'd really like it if you could come. Hana already said she would. From across the classroom, I heard Mai snicker. Yeah, sure, I'll come. I'll definitely come and cheer you on. He clapped his hands together.
Venture.
I think that I mentioned in the first stream that I did of this game that one of my favorite things that PBG does in his videos is when he does stuff like adventure. Yeah. So I am tickled that he actually recorded that for this game. That's kind of awesome. Great! That's great! This'll be an adventure! Soccer makes me really happy, so I'm glad we can share it together. Me too. I hope you do well. Break a leg! Oh wait, do they say that in soccer? They do if you say it. Well, good luck. I'm just going to I dashed to my desk and slammed myself into my chair. Moments later, PBG slid into his chair too. Well, isn't that sweet? I'm sure that it's not romantic. Ha! But I still don't think he's the one who wrote the poem. What are you talking about? You heard him on the radio and you saw how nervous he was just now. Yeah, but someone else could have taken his advice. You said yourself that everyone listens to PB&J. What if the person that called in about their crush was somebody that liked Hana? I don't know. It's a possibility, I guess. He's only nervous because the first big game is coming up. He's crazy about soccer, you know that. Yeah, soccer, games, and peanut butter. I get it. I don't know that the peanut butter is really part of it.
What?
What? But it's his actual name. Have you ever actually seen him eat any? Well, now that you mention it, no. But... Class, you would do well to shut your yaps today, or I will attack you. You know, there's something precious and beautiful about youngsters finding love. She slammed a hand into the desk, driving her nails into it. Yes! So beautiful how even 5th and 6th graders can meet, cross racial boundaries, capture magical cards, and fall in love together, and actually follow through on the promise to love each other in the future. So find someone to love while you're young, or all the good men will be snatched up! Oh, someone's bitter. Someone's bitter. The teacher just turned it up to 11. She grabbed a piece of chalk and started vigorously drawing a diagram of Summoner's Rift. We were skipping right to geography. Summoner's Rift. Very cute. So find someone to love while you're... Oh, I think I went back on accident. Sorry. There we go, yeah. Well, whatever kept us from imminent death was fine by me. Go get him, PBG! Yes! Yes! Stuff it in his creamer! It was the day of PBG's and Asagao's first soccer game. It was bright and hot and the team was in rough shape. Hair matted foreheads, sweat dripped down backs, but they kept playing. The score was 1-2 against Hato Full High. Hato Full High. Are they playing against pigeons? Oh, tell me they're playing against pigeons. Maybe a pigeon left that love poem outside us. Okay, I'm done. I couldn't tell whether it was the heat or my excitement, but every now and then I swore I saw the other player shifted to something like birds. Okay. But when I told that is the single weirdest thing I have ever heard. A high school filled with birds? Yeah, really popular, actually. I played it off as a joke. Right now, the ball was in the other team's court, field? I like this dramatic music. How did people play soccer again?
No!
Watch out! One of the other players shot the ball at the goal. Block it, block it, block it, block it, block it! The goalie and other students who kind of resembled PBG, an older student who kind of resembled PBG caught the ball. Oh, is that McJones? Oh, thank goodness. I put a hand on my chest to try and calm my rapidly beating heart.
Hey, Hana.
I didn't know you were so into soccer, Hana. Oh, it's not the soccer she's into, Gerard. I didn't either. PBG, originally on the first side of the field, jogged back to the middle. As a forward, I think he said his job was to shoot the ball, basically, or something. The other team called a timeout. As he waited, PBG turned to the stands, scanning the crowd. He paused as his eyes skimmed over me, then beamed and waved. He could probably see my hair from a mile away. I waved back. You can do it! I believe in you! A brief look of surprise crossed his face, then he gave me a thumbs up. Oh hey, they're starting again! Ellipses. Ellipses. It was nearly the end of the game. The score was still 1-2, but this time Asagao had the ball. Alright, come on, let's do it! PB and Jeff! I'm getting into it now. Jeff was dribbling it up the side of the field. Someone got in his way and he passed the ball to Dean, the center forward. Dean! got a reference in this game too! That's awesome. Dean dodged left, then right. Only 10 seconds left. They were coming closer and closer to the goal. Dean, here! Dean glanced up at PBG, but as someone stepped in front of him, he reflexively kicked the ball towards Jeff. No! The ball was intercepted by a player from Hatoful High. As the timer ticked down, all the spirit left the Asagao team. Oh no! The crowd around me clapped politely as the other team cheered. The first game of the season was a loss. Oh no! People rose to leave, obscuring my vision of PBG. I stepped onto the bleachers, but still... I'm so damn short. It's fine. We'll meet him out on the field. Gerard, Mai, and I waited until most of the sweaty crowd passed, then walked to the edge of the field. The team was crowded in a circle just a few feet away. Next time. But don't feel bad. Overall, we had a really good game. We should do some more team drills, I think, and a bit of work on our passing so it doesn't happen again, though. Our next game, we should probably head back. What? Why? Huh. When PBG gets like this, it takes him forever to come back to the real world. Once, it took us 2 hours just to get him off the field. Yeesh. Yeah, let's go. We turned, and immediately yellow jackets filled our vision. Hey guys, bummer about the game, right? That other team had us on our toes the whole time. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was pretty upsetting. I hope PBG's alright. A gleam appeared in Luke's eyes. PBG? I'm sure he'll be fine. I don't like that look. There's always the next game, though. This one shouldn't hurt us too bad as long as we win all the rest. No pressure, though. Yeah, no pressure. Would PBG be alright? An odd noise came from Luke and he cleared his throat.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Anyway, dude, we gotta go, so like, we'll see you all later.
What?
Wait, we do? Yeah, dude, let's go.
Later.
If you say so. Bye, guys. Bye, Hidden Block. Bye, frenemies. That was odd. Don't mind them. They're always strange.
Huh?
Wait, were they acting weird? I didn't notice. Case and point.
Bye-bye.
Anyways, I have volleyball practice, so I should get going. I have to head out too. But speaking of practice, are you keeping up with that puzzle game? Oh, yeah, totally. It's great. I'm learning a lot. Good. The tournament's in only a month, so give it your best. I will.
Catch you later.
Thank you, Gerard. Ellipses. I should go practice. Yeah, you probably should, Hana. Yeah, practice would be good. I sat in the cafeteria, hunched over my phone. Pink-haired Fury versus Rated S Games. Pink-haired Fury. That's an adorable name. I like it. Go! I mashed at my phone as fast as my fingers could fly. Blocks flew across the screen, tiny soldiers lining up in front of my castle, waiting for the next attack. Look out! A horde of flying zombies descended on top of my tiny soldiers, decapitating them in comic cartoon fashion. Dumbadoom cartwheeled overhead. You've got to be kidding me! You lose. I threw my phone on the table in disgust.
Hey.
Jeez. What's wrong, Hana? Nothing! This game, it's so much harder when you're playing against other people. Yeah, that's a thing, Hana. I thought I was good at this thing. I thought I could be helpful, but right now I feel like I'm just going to embarrass myself. Please, tell the other team that. That's great. Competitive mobile games are rough. Some people don't do anything but play these things. You'll get better with practice. Ooh. This is interesting. I don't know what this is going to affect. I assume this is probably going to affect the tournament points. I don't know if picking, well, of course I will, and being cocky and sure of myself will give me more tournament points. Or if being kind of realistic and saying it's not that easy will get me more tournament points. But I am playing this blind. I don't really know what exactly to choose. So I'm just going to have to go with my gut. And I'm probably going to go, well, of course I will. I'm just frustrated. I know I'll get better. I'm going to keep going until it happens. Jimmy looked taken aback for a second, then laughed. That's awesome, Hana. I didn't know you had it in you. What? I've just never seen you so intense before. You're usually pretty quiet. Oh. I'm sorry. He wasn't saying it was a bad thing. No, it's great. This is great. I'm really looking forward to the tournament now. I can't wait to see what happens between you and Ian. Oh, Ian. And his shenanigans. He looked around and then leaned in toward me. Don't tell Ian, but I'm rooting for you. Why? What? Chuckling, he walked away. Well, Ian seems to be, and I'm not talking about the real Ian, I'm talking about Asagao Ian. Seems to be a little, abrasive, I would say. He seems very standoffish, and yeah. I looked at my phone on the table, the flashing game over screen showing the profile picture of my conqueror. Loser. Picking up the phone, I started a new game. Good luck! Okay, so this is the next day, so I'm gonna check, our journal, and I want to see if our tournament points got affected. Yes, they went up! From 5 to 10! Woohoo! I believe I did the correct thing! That is awesome! Okay, cool. So, we're heading in the right direction. We're not gonna give up. Dear Diary, Jimmy's a sassy guy, but I'll show him. I'll show all of them! Anna! I just imagined her with, like, this literal fire in her eyes. Just, I will destroy them all! That's great. The next day, I was winding down after lunch, getting ready for another few hours of class. I was busy joking with Jared. Oh, yay, they're talking! Good. Oh, I ship it. I ship it. So I went to dump my tray by myself. I hope stuff happens between the two of them if you don't romance Jared. I think that's pretty cool.
Hana.
Hey, Hana! I jumped. The fork and plate on my tray clattered, but thankfully didn't fall off. Oh, hey, what's up? Well, I wanted to know what you thought of our game yesterday. I tried to find you, but I think you just left. Did you not like it? He watched me anxiously, tapping his fingers against the palm of his hands. A memory floated to my mind. PBG and I were in my parents' old kitchen, trying to make brownies. We'd put the batter in a bowl and used an electric mixer, but the bowl was more fragile than we originally thought, and it shattered when I ran it too hard against the edge. My mother's footsteps raced towards the kitchen, and I started crying. PBG, tapping his fingers against his palm like that, nudged me to the side and stood in front of the bowl. My mom thought he did it. After she threw us out on the porch, he hugged me until I stopped crying. Don't worry, Hana. We've got cookies in my house. You can have all of mine. Oh my god. That is way too adorable. He was never allowed back in our kitchen, but I didn't get in trouble either. And the cookies were delicious. You didn't like it, did you? PBG's sad voice brought me back to reality. I'm sorry, I was just remembering something we did back when we were little. You remembered me?
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I really liked the game. No offense, but I was surprised. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I got into it.
Yeah.
I knew it! I knew you'd love it! Wasn't he saying he thought I hated it just a few seconds ago? You were always so competitive when we were little. I didn't think that changed. You remembered that about me? Of course, I could never forget you. Oh, PBG! I turned and dumped my tray to hide the blush slowly creeping over my face.
Hey.
Let me get that. PBG grabbed the empty tray out of my hands and ambled over to the depository. I took deep breaths and smacked my cheeks. Calm down, Hana. This wasn't a big deal. But it made me really happy that he remembered me. I didn't make any new friends when I moved to Amaririsu. Often as a kid, I'd look at the blue feather PBG gave me and wonder whether he missed me at all. But as time went on and he never answered my letters, I figured he'd forgotten about me. I always concluded I missed him more than he missed me. Apparently, I was wrong. Want to walk to class together? Huh? I glanced around for Mai, but she was nowhere to be found. Sure! We left the cafeteria. The day was warm and slightly muggy, making my blazer feel heavy. I glanced at PBG. how are you not dead from wearing that jacket all the time? Oh, these jackets are super fancy. Asagao costs so much to go to, and it's such a nice school that if they want everything to reflect that kind of quality. So these jackets are somehow breezy and nice when it's hot, but really comfortable when it's cold. I don't super get it. Sometimes people act like wearing this is some kind of status symbol. Oh, and here we're diving back into this theme that has kind of been popping up in little bits and pieces throughout this game that I really like, which is popularity from the popular person's perspective. You know, I think it was Satch earlier in the game that said he didn't really understand why people wouldn't sit with them at lunch. You know, they don't consider themselves to be these great, you know, well, maybe Jared does, but the rest of them don't really consider themselves to be like these big important people, but everybody else in the school puts them up on a pedestal to the point where it alienates them. And it kind of becomes more detrimental than it is good, you know? And I'm glad to see this theme continuously popping up. But they're just too comfortable not to wear. I wanted one. Gotta earn it, Hana. As we reached the door to the classroom, PPG hesitated. What's wrong? Well, do you want to meet up tomorrow? We could play games or something. Of course, if you don't want to, that's totally fine. You don't have to. I just thought it would be fun, and I haven't seen you one-on-one for a while, so... Where at? My room. Oh, but not like that. Just hanging out. Would that be cool? He fidgeted. I'd love to. He relaxed. It seems whenever he got nervous, he tensed up like crazy. I didn't notice it happening until he released it all in one go. Great! Come over whenever you want. I'll be around. We parted to our separate sides of the room. John glanced between me and PVG and instantly smacked him on the side of the arm, laughing. I assume that PVG is getting the same treatment about our relationship as I am getting from as Hana is getting from I said I wouldn't use that interchangeably anymore. I turned around to look at Mai. What's wrong with you? Mai was completely out of it. Uh-oh. Oh, something happened between her and Jared! Oh, please tell me something happened. I'd never seen her so gone, and if I wasn't mistaken, was her face red? Mai, did something happen? What? She looked at me. Hana, when did you get here? A minute ago. Are you okay? You look out of it. Yeah, I'm fine. She stared at the edge of her desk, refusing to say any more. Should I press her? It wasn't like Mai to stay so quiet. Something must have happened, but maybe I shouldn't ask. Mai. Class, sit down and shut up. Today we're going to be talking about proportions and height differentials and how the height of a woman is never a good reason not to date her. Oh my god. This woman is something else. Ouch. It was going to be a long day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think he said hang out tomorrow, so let me see if... Okay, no, we still got the same journal entry. I just don't want to miss any journal entries. Also, since we made a decision, we should probably be safe. Okay, we sat on the floor of PBG's dorm room, a small monitor and a Wii in front of us. He waved to two game boxes on the floor. Here we have Marionette Party and Stupendous Stomping Sisters. I love the way they messed with these names. Which one do you want to play? I'd heard of both games. Well, we tried the Stomp Sisters or whatever, I think, at the party, the little competition. Marionette Party was the type of game you played when you wanted to end your friendships. SSS was the game that we played last week, yeah. I stared at the boxes doubtfully. I don't think I want to end my friendship with you. What? So let's play Stomp. Fine by me. See, when you say stuff like that, Hana, you have to kind of speak about the things your brain was doing. Otherwise, he won't get what you're saying. He put the disc into the Wii and started up the console. In no time, we picked our characters and we're having a one-on-one battle. No! I'm not just gonna let you take all the Noke balls. It's the only way I can save myself! You're spamming down B! No, I'm not. PBG's Pikachu jumped across the castle grounds, chasing after my pink ball of fluff. Not fair, not fair! There was no real way I could use my Rock Smash attack if he was just going to spam down B. My fluff ball might go invulnerable for a few seconds, but the lightning was too quick. This was the worst. There is no way in hell I'm going to lose. Give it up! I've been playing this way longer than you. Well, she kind of, like, you know, she stopped some people before, alright? She killed John, right? I think she drew first blood against John the last time she played this game. I threw another Noke ball at him. He jumped over it and landed in front of me. I lifted into the air and tried to shift into rock form. He quickly tapped down B. Game! We stared at the screen in amazement. What just happened? The ending screen came up. There was my pink ball of fluff dancing away in the center of the screen. I think I won? I just shot off the screen like a rocket. I don't even think you hit me. I'm sorry. He rolled his eyes. Don't apologize for beating me. Jeez. I held my tongue, resisting the urge to apologize again. I do that all the time. You apologize for apologizing. It's the worst. Let's play again. We clicked through the ending screen. PBG adjusted the stock option to 3 lives and started up another battle. 3, 2, 1, go! There's no way you're winning this round, though. Oh, that's adorable. I love it. I threw myself into the game, deciding to forego my stone strategy in favor of non-stop stomp attacks. So, did you get to play games a lot after I left? After deciding he wasn't trying to distract me from kicking his ass, I responded. No, not at all, actually. Your house was pretty much the last time I ever got to play a game. We couldn't really afford that kind of thing even before we moved. Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's my turn to tell you not to apologize. I smashed his Pikachu to the side of the screen and waited while he ran his way back to me. Oh, but I did bring a game to Asagao. Kind of. My dad brought me a new 4DS before I left. Wait, a new 4DS or a new 4DS? Thank you for that, because freaking Nintendo with their 3DS. Ugh. I don't know what you mean. Never mind. The thing is, he didn't buy me any games for it. He didn't realize you had to buy the game separately. Oh, that's adorable. Isn't it? So I just have this 4DS and nothing to play it on except for the mini games that come with it.
Yeah.
You should borrow one of my games. That would be so... Wait, no. There was no way I could afford to replace one of his games if I broke it somehow. I couldn't take one, not in good conscience. Never mind. I have to practice for the tournament, so I can't borrow any games from you. I'd play those instead. I guess so. I rolled around his Pikachu and smashed him with my hammer. He flew off the edge of the screen. Game! Man, not again! I know I'm bad at games, but this is ridiculous. Okay, no more distractions. Let's go! PBG was really bad at video games. How did he even make it onto a tournament team? Oh, that's not nice. Well, if he was one of the founders, it wasn't like they could just kick him out.
Yeah.
These cookies were totally worth it. They're surprisingly good, actually. I dusted my fingers off of my skirt and took another one. But Hana, you're really good at games considering you've never played them before. You think so? You beat me 7 times and it's only your 2nd time playing Stomp. I felt kind of bad. PBG loved games. It must be hard to be so bad at them. Here's a reminder that his wife worked on this game. Oh man, I love this game so much. It's so good. Plus, remembering the awkward tension in the air when I first beat him, he was probably more than aware of it. Sorry about that. Stop apologizing. No! You're not allowed to feel bad for beating me, do you understand? If you're awesome at something, be awesome at it. Screw everyone else. As long as we had fun, nothing else really matters. That is the way to approach games, my friend. He crept into my cheeks. It's probably that attitude that let me beat you in the first place. Whoa, whoa! Low blow, Hana. We laughed. I took a sip of my strawberry milk, the taste clashing with the pure chocolate cookies. I'm really glad I got to play with you again, Hana. He's trying so hard to just like inch his way towards the way he really feels. Oh, I mean it. I missed you, and this was nice. I'm happy. Okay, I was definitely blushing now. So direct. I couldn't remember the last time I told someone something like that. Now's a good time to start! Heck, I had a hard time telling my own father how much I appreciated him. I had to summon all of my strength just to stammer out a reply. Me too. PBG beamed at me. His smile was really nice. And... Jeez, had he always been so tall? I love it! The oh, gosh. Good lord! John appeared over the side of the bed, headphones around his ears. He threw a pillow at PBG. It whizzed across the room and smacked him right in the face. He collapsed onto the floor. I squeaked and rushed to his side. Get a room! Four hours later, I finally got back to my dorm. Well, those are happy ellipses. It was really fun. I wouldn't mind doing it again. I didn't realize it, but I missed PBG. Well, you didn't remember him until just like yesterday, so... And in the most random of ways, he ended up back in my life. It must be fate. We were meant to be friends forever, and I wasn't about to let go of him this time. Humming softly, I opened the door.
Hey!
I'm back!
Hey, what's up?
Welcome back to Earth! How was your trip? You were gone for days. Mai sat at her desk, a piece of paper in front of her. Don't be so dramatic. What are you doing? Take a look at this. She handed the paper to me. Oh, was it another poem? I tilted toward the light and began to read. Oh, yes it is. Red flower. A flower, it needs some sunlight indeed. Before it grows up, it starts as a seed. Its potential is great, but first there is fear. A shadow that's wandering near. Will it blossom? I wonder. My heart is so pure. This relationship flower is a metaphor. Oh, wow. 'Cause if it shall grow from finding the rain, her red petals emerge, sweeping over my heart's terrain.
Really?
I am convinced Jared is writing these for Mai. I am officially convinced. I'm gonna call it now. I think this is Jared trying to express that he's actually interested in Mai, unlike other women that he's probably just like, you know, fooled around with and whatnot. Another one? My side. Just as vague as the first. Well, he said red flower, you're the redhead, so at this rate we'll never figure out who wrote them or who they're talking about. Are we sure this isn't a joke? I mean, this is so bad. Mai jumped out of her chair and came to look over my shoulder. Well, it is bad enough to be a joke, but this would be a lot of effort just to make fun of us. It's not like they could see our reactions either. So what's really in it for them? Maybe they want us to get invested, or they'll invite us to confess? Mai laughed. You think they wanted to make us fall in love with them? I shrugged. If they did, they should have written something better than this baloney. I am calling it right now. It is Jared writing them for Mai. 100%. Yeah, I guess you're right. Mai went back to her desk and pulled out a book. Senpai Noticeability 101. How to catch and keep an older man. Good job, Mai. There's nothing we can do about it short of interrogating everyone we know, so we might as well let it alone. Yeah. I didn't want to sit and wait for something to be done about this. The first one was so bad it was hilarious. Neither of us really took it seriously. But now that there was another, it raised too many questions. How much longer would this continue? What was it building to? Who sent it? And were their feelings genuine? I wanted to know. I'd never been good at waiting for answers. I was the kind of person who asked what was happening in a movie when it hadn't told us what was going on. I wanted answers.
Hey!
Maybe I could ask the other girls in the dorm? Someone might have seen who did it. Ha! She didn't even look up from her book. If anyone saw it, they'd have read it too. They'd have taken it or would already be asking about it. The girls here are way too nosy, and we live too close together for them to just let it be. It couldn't hurt. Mai blew her hair impatiently. If you want to waste your time, go ahead. I sighed. She was right. I had other things I needed to do. My eyes slid over to my cell phone, which I left charging on my desk. There were only 4 weeks left until the tournament. I folded the note into a neat square and shoved it in the back of my drawer, out of sight. How was hanging with PBG? It was fun. Mike glanced at me over the top of her book. What? Nothing. Tell me, did PBG mirror your movements in any way? Mirror? My gaze drifted from her face to the book in her hands. You've got to be kidding me! PBG and I are not like that! Not for any lack of trying on his part, you're just a little blind. Well, did he? He was sitting next to me the whole time, and... Well, he did get really close to me after a while, and he was so warm and it was nice to lean against him. But that was just because he made me feel safe. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. Mai was watching me closely, and now she lifted her chin in the air as she turned away. Okay, whatever you say. I believe you. You two are friends and nothing more. Yeah, well... Good. We really are, though. He's like a brother to me. He's safety, not love. Ouch. Mai grunted. Sucks to be him. Pardon? Nothing. You're friends, then. Yeah. Did she think he had a crush on me? I mean, no. I picked up my phone and loaded the puzzle game, trying to ignore the strange sinking feeling in my chest. I didn't have time for this. There was a tournament to win.
Yeah.
Time to get to work. Oh, chapter 3 and PBG's not looking too happy. Oh no. Alrighty, so I think that this is probably going to be a good place to leave off. It is a little later than usual, so I don't want to, uh-oh, it's called Miss! No! I don't want to go on for too much longer, so I'll probably leave off here. Thank you to everybody who came and hung out in the chat. I'll put, again, my following information. My bot will give you all that. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at TheGinaChew, and follow me here on Twitch and on YouTube, so that you can catch the streams and hopefully join me as I do my next one live. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Tomorrow, Friday, that is my weekly board game night with my friends. It is sacred. So I will not be streaming tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday I should be streaming. Let me know if you guys like these nighttime Eastern Standard Time streamings, or if maybe I should try to stream some time more like in the afternoon on weekends, if that would be easier for you guys to catch. You know, leave me some comments on YouTube or Twitter or whatever and let me know. But until then, I will see you guys later, and we will check out Chapter 3 of Asagao Academy. Until then, have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon.